The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes it at the 7.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early on. The very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. They set up the screen to Chubb. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. White.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Douglas. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Laviska Shenault.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing again is Fields. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Here's Fields.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Fields.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
They have 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Here we go. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Douglas
finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. That's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw on second down, Douglas. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive starts with a run by White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to throw on second down. Douglas. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Douglas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be 1st down Lions.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
3 yards on that last carry.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Douglas.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Douglas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Douglas. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they gave up the points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Now, during that run, an injury here. You got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Fields.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
It's now third down.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Douglas. And this one is incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this would want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So out now come the Lions. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
The Lions at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Douglas.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on 1st down, Douglas.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw, Douglas.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They run straight ahead here with White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Douglas. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Lions have recovered.
Fields pass complete. Fumble on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And now
before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Jerry Jeudy, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A final shot before break. Douglas. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one, 13-0 as they've gone to halftime. A touchdown run there for Antonio Gibson. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up, the other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime, plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. You can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Douglas
to Chenault on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Douglas. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back back to throw. Douglas. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
An old school.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Lions offense set to take over. They'll take over with great field position here, down a point as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Douglas letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They run with Hines. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive the story with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Hey, let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this one too low.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
Drops it off for Chubb.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Fields.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And I don't think he got there. Too short, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They snap it to Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Jerry Jeudy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd down, Douglas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Douglas.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, this is White. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They stay on the ground with White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Lions have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a three-point game, but instead it'll stay at one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up two. Yeah. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for two here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st and 10, Douglas. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Douglas. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
George Karlaftis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive with White, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Douglas.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Douglas. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's the 2nd and 7.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Douglas. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On third down, Douglas.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
So now Fields and the Bears
down 28-21. 1:15 remaining.
Here's Fields. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A gain of 24 yards.
Over the middle, it's complete. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
Now Fields. Pass complete, Samuel. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. All eyes on Fields. It returns it right back to Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
Unbelievable.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.